Aloha. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I think I really need to change my YouTube channel name because it's not just about golf. And I've done a video where I've talked about how everything will end up connecting. It's like a puzzle piece because there's so many things that I've taught in person and online and in my membership channel through golf that resonates so well with other things in life, like everything in life. There's this wonderful connection. And I just got inspired to paint. I love to write. I love golf. I love teaching. But that's part of what I love to do. I love now gardening, which I would be amazed that I would ever say that, living in the city before. And I was just busy doing so many things that I didn't emphasize gardening and, eating some healthy foods here and there. And that's why I want to continue to share those things. I know it may seem confusing. It's like, wait, I thought this was about golf, but it's all connected. I mean, you've got to stay healthy to play golf and have a good state of mind, do things good physically. So it's like a mind, body, energy connection. And I posted some free diving videos and snorkeling videos because I face my fears applying the things that I've taught other golfers, other people, and have helped them overcome bad habits far beyond golf and to practice some good habits in life. And I've applied that to get over my fear. My biggest fear was water and going into the ocean especially. And to overcome that, I wanted to share those videos, and I have. And so now I just had this wanting to paint just because I love expression artistically, creatively through writing and these videos. However, I feel like there's another way that I can express, and I just have been wanting to paint. And it's going to surprise everyone because, I didn't grow up painting. You could ask any of my friends or my family, and it's not something that I've practiced throughout my life. I really just started recently. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to share because, again, if you look at my videos when I talk about it, I'll be like, if you do these things, these good fundamental things, and then make it your way, be original in that way, then it can benefit everybody. We can help each other if we can be more original, but do the right fundamental things. With art, I think it's been really fun because, I've learned a few things on how to use paint and stuff. I've just kind of self-taught myself, and then I just explored. And I realized, wow, this is fun. I'm applying all the things that I've applied for myself in golf, but also to help students and other people overcome things and try. And with golf, fundamentals are, I believe, more important in the sense that you can do the right things to prevent injuries. With painting, man, I mean, I'm sure there's certain techniques that you could hurt your hands or wrists or whatever, but if you do certain basic fundamentals, then you can really explore. And so today I want to share so that I can not only inspire golfers, but maybe even somebody who want to be a little more creative in whatever. It doesn't have to be painting, it can be writing, it can be singing, it can be just gardening. I think everything can be creativity, not just art. if we put it in a box of art. Golf is very creative, very. And I really think that it's helped me get to the level I am within a month, because I've approached it very creatively. And so I think this is a great expression, because sometimes I talk about golf, but it's like I love using metaphors. So this is going to be interesting. This is not an art tutorial. And I want to get started because also it's my gratitude and thank you. So you can look at it as an inspiration or a thank you card or an artwork that you can just enjoy and see that, hey, a golfer, a golf instructor, a person that have never done or played with paint and paintbrushes can, you know what, create something that comes from her heart. I really think that's more important than anything, is not so much how it looks, but is it coming from the heart. And one more thing I do want to talk about is I have such gratitude for nature and animals. And so I've been around them, I've connected with them, now see animals. So like whenever I want to draw or paint something, it's a lot to do with nature and animals, my gratitude for that and the beauty of it. So I feel like I've really been in it. You know, for golf, there's deer and birds and hawks and turkeys and bobcats. Now, you know, I'm in Hawaii, so it's like goats and peacocks and things like that. But it's just all good. Chickens, roosters. It's all inspiring. And then the water and stuff like that. So it's just like, I feel like I've gotten really intimate with it, and it's really from the heart. So I want to share this with you. Let's get started. All right, here we go. I'm mixing white and gray together, and I mixed also black and red violet for now. I'm going to use a different brush. Just wet it a little bit. The look I'm going for is a messy sort of like ash look. What I'm thinking of is when we go cooking outdoors on the firebox, once either like charcoal or firewood, once it's used, it turns into ash or soot, and it gets really dirty, and you've got to put gloves on to touch it and clean it. And that's the look I'm going for right now, where when the paint dries and you are afraid to pick it up, the painting, because it looks like it's going to get your hands dirty like this. But when it dries, it won't leave fingerprints, but you just feel like you don't want to pick it up. So that's the look I'm going for. It's got to get a little bit dirtier. There we go. Before I started painting, I mean, my life before a couple months ago, not even, gray has always been something I gravitated towards. I love the color of gray. My shirt is gray. And now that I'm painting, I absolutely love every single color. They're just all beautiful. But still, I mean, something about gray, it's so cool. And it's getting more ashy looking. Just a little more black. This will all make sense. Oh, my head gets in the way. See? I don't do art stuff. Videos. Now I do, though. Okay. I think that's good for now. So what I'm going to do is I had added the violet red, or red violet, with the gray. I'm going to put more here. And I was messing around one day and I created something, and I'm going to call it the one swing brush stroke. Okay. It's my swan head, and I like that I can do it in one stroke. It's like golf. I've got a golf mentality. It's like less strokes, the better your score, the better overall. I'm going to go back to the gray, leave a little bit of the violet in there. That's cool. I'm going to put a little more black on my palette. Just want to make sure everything on the camera. Okay. So I'm going to put a little more black because I used it all to create different dimensions, different lines, something a little darker. And I'm going to do this. And I love all the variations the texture on the paper. I like using that. And okay, so I'm gonna go, actually, I'm gonna get, oh, my arms look so big. I'll go straight into the violet color. Oh, my head's in the way. This reminds me very much of the game of golf because this reminds me very much of the game of golf. And I really think this is why I transitioned into creating artwork a little bit more smoothly, because I worked on some technique on my own. I just kind of self-taught myself because I'm like, you know what? Why not? Just be creative. The reason I teach the one swing, and I get where I'm like, you got to do the right fundamentals. I encourage you to do the right fundamentals because a lot of golfers are hurting their body, and so that's why I encourage it. But for the most part, I'm like, do your thing, be creative, but do the right fundamental things so you don't hurt yourself. So with art, I'm like, you know what, I feel good. I'm not feeling any sort of injuries, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to do my own thing, and that's what I'm doing. So I want this to be really fiery. What inspired me to do this, let's put a little bit here, actually over here, is, you know that rising of the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's kind of like, if you go through difficult times in life, in general, I mean, there's so many little or big times where things can get tough, and then you rise from that. You become stronger and more powerful, and this painting more vibrant. And so instead of the phoenix rising from the ashes, I have a swan rising from the ashes. And it's just fiery and elegant and gracious and beautiful. Trying to see if I want to do anything more to it. Or, um, okay. Let's do this. I'm going to mix a little of, I'm going to mix yellow. It's like a bright yellow with yellow ochre. Because I want to make this that rising look. So we'll just put a touch of yellow. Well, my head. Right here. That's pretty. And one more. Wow. I wanted this first painting to be vibrant. I have a different style that I'll do other paintings that are more muted. But I'm like, you know what, today, let's go fiery. I think what I want to add, I mean, sometimes I feel like writing something. So, let's see. Let me think. I'm going to mix. This will be interesting. I'm going to mix the violet with the red and a little bit of the gray. There we go. And some of this. Why not? Wow. Let's see. Let's see what that looks like. Actually, I'm going to the red. Hang I like the red violet, so I'm just gonna stick with that because I was kind of mixing other things, but I'm gonna keep with this. And love. Always with love. One more. One more. Right here. Just feels like right there. Yep. Yep. It feels complete. It feels complete. All right, so I hope you love it. It's also just a message to thank you and to show gratitude. It's like my video thank you gratitude card for everyone in my life. And at the same time, if you need inspiration, just something that is a swan rising from the ashes. Like Phoenix rising from the ashes. All right, take care. Peace.